Welcome to Eurosport's unrivaled coverage of the 34th World Artistic Gymnastic Championships from Tianjin in China. We had a day off yesterday. We've already had 2 gold medals awarded in the men's and women's team competition, and over the next 3 days we focus on the all-around and the individual competitions here. So the tactics change once again. Now, if you're unable to join us on Tuesday for our coverage of the team competitions, a quick update: well, China took the men's event and of course Romania took the women's event. Now the game plan changes somewhat because there is no longer team tactics on the floor. It is each and every gymnast for her own this morning as we begin with the women's all-around competition. The format for this, well, 166 competitors began in the qualification rounds. We've whittled them down to 36, and the remaining 36 will perform on each of the 4 apparatus for the women. The point scores will be added together. It's a simple calculation. The highest point scorer over all 4 pieces will be awarded the most prestigious title of these World Championships, the all-around gold medal. Well, joining us as always, the head of gymnastics from the Olga Kemp-Walsh gym in Poole, Dorset, one of Britain's best facilities thanks to lottery aiding, is Eurosport's gymnastic expert, Monica Phelps. Monica, this is the big one that many of us have been waiting for. We're delighted to be able to bring Eurosport viewers this programme live. The atmosphere out there is electric, and as always, I'm going to ask you to put your money where your mouth is.
Well, I really have to say that this is about the most open World Championships I can ever remember. The favourite, in a way, has got to be Corkina because of her mettle, despite the fact that she is what she calls herself in the senior rankings, and there are lots of juniors, i.e. those who are just coming up 15 this year and 16, and they've got sort of 3 years youth to their advantage, but there again they haven't got the massive experience that Corkina has. It would be a very good win for gymnastics if Corkina, as a senior gymnast, managed, because she copes so admirably with her height. But we have to look at Raducan from Romania, we have to look at Dong Fangchao from China, we have to look at even Prudinova from Russia. There are several gymnasts who could. You know, in the opening round, there were 5 gymnasts on a 38-point score. So it's pretty open.
It will be very open indeed. Be an intriguing competition. It will be, of course, a battle of nerves and individual nerves, with the Romanians acting and performing so well as a team, of which a squad of 6 really did do so well. But of course, Monica, one has to highlight, especially for our viewers, and we know there are a lot in Russia, there are lots in Romania, even our British Eurosport viewers can be looking out for Lisa Mason. But one of the key stories from that team event was Svetlana Corkina coming off the beam, throwing Russia's opportunity of gold away and giving Romania top position. Will that be in her mind, and will that bear any presence in her performances today?
Oh yes, I think it would be unnatural for her not to feel anxious because she fell from beam, but equally the Romanians had pretty tough beams, and Simone Amenar, she pulled it back for the Romanians on A-bars, but that is a very debatable decision as to whether or not she is one of the best A-bar workers in the world. This is just going to be a fantastic championship. Remember, only 3 are allowed from each nation in this final. So the top 3 from China, the top 3 from Romania, the top 3 from Russia, they have made it. The rest are sort of individuals from Italy, Great Britain, etc.
First up in this women's all-around competition, beginning her day's work with the vault, is Dong Fangchao from China. China heading the medal table here in Tianjin with a gold in the men's team event, a bronze in the women's, and it will be very important for each and every one of these competitors to get off to a very good start.
And that was a Yurchenko with double twist. Very slack second twist. There's the round-off entry. First twist good, showing signs of under-rotation, having to bend the knees to shorten her somersaulting axis there. But nevertheless, out of the way. The girls have got 2 vaults to do. Average of both vaults, so she really needs to produce 2 very decent vaults.
Interesting to know, Monica, that Dong Fangchao, who was 5th in the qualifiers to this competition, actually had her worst score in the vault. She picked up a 9.462, and she's already at 9.475. So she'll look to claw back. She had superb beam and floor scores, as we often come to expect with the Chinese gymnasts. But if she can pull out a strong second vault here to up the average score, she will put herself in a much better frame of mind and will really help her concentration. She knows this is the weakest of her 4 performances.
But of course, she's only 16. The minimum age is 15 in the year of competition. She's 16. Not such a good second vault. Technically, we saw her feet not initiating enough rotation. Twist went round the corner. But at 16, to be able to produce 2 competitive vaults. And that was Sukahara entry, half twist, straight front somersault, but really centre of gravity dropping quite badly. Although the vault was long, it was also low. So I don't think she'll accrue such a good score. It'll drop her average slightly.
Well, just the first of 4 pieces for Dongfang Xiao. China really thrilled with their performances so far in this championship, and the men clear favourites to add to their gold in the team competition with the all-around event. The women who took bronze in the team event still looking to come back at the super nations of gymnastics of Russia and Romania. 9.331, not the best of starts for one of the top Chinese performers. Well, very much early days. Now, Bremini, Martina Bremini for Italy, and of course the individual all-around, giving some of the lesser knowns or some of the individual athletes the chance to compete. 166 began, we've whittled them down to 36, and Bremini has her first chance to try and put Italy on the map at these World Artistic Gymnastic Championships.
17-year-old, first time that she's been in a World Championships top 36. Great for the Italians, they've got 2 in. Oh, that was very good spatial awareness, making sure that she didn't go out to the floor on the first run. 1.5 twisting W jump, that's a D element in the gymnastics section. 2 sections of skills, gymnastics and acrobatics. Seven special requirements for the ladies on each piece of apparatus other than vault. Maximum time on floor, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and spring full twisting front pike front somersault. Notice 2 very heavily strapped ankles. Triple twist, but a big jump from it. But a good, clean exercise, lacking a little bit in variety of tempo, but demonstrating all the skill that a top gymnast needs. Flexibility, variety, strength, amplitude, variation in direction on her tumbling, flick, whip, flick, 2.5 twist, punch front. And triple twist, and in slow motion we saw the ragged legs just running out of rotation.
It's been an interesting score, Monica. Bremini 5th in the all-around competition of the European Championships in St. Petersburg, and just behind some pretty famous names, including Korkina, Amanar, Pleskin and Karpenko. So on her day, well, the form guide says she has the ability to mix it with the big guns. And of course, World Championships, possibly the biggest, 9.450, goes into 5th position early days. But Bremini could be an outsider with a chance of putting Italy certainly into the top 10 in this all-around competition. Bai Chunyu for China, and this is one of their little powerhouses, looking to continue and maintain China's very impressive start to these championships.
Chunyu in instead of Lingji, so obviously the Chinese there have some reason for pulling out Lingji and putting in Chunyu, and I would suggest that it's rather tactical. Only 15 this year, just getting into the championships on age. as I said before, looking very, very carefully at the teeth. Gives away the age. Bouching you, no shortage of stamina. Very chunky, powerful little girl. No major errors, plenty of variety.